Hi guys, this is Tech Howdy. I welcome you to another video tutorial on creating an featured image slider using ASP.NET Core and Angular 8. In the last video tutorial, we finished coding the update gallery method. And in this video tutorial, we are going to add another update gallery method, but this method will be responsible only to update the title of the gallery and to make the gallery featured or active. In order to update any other details, we will use this API, but only to make the gallery active or featured, we will create another API that will not consume more resources on the server. So let's add this method here. So I have called this method as update gallery by ID. So don't get confused. The method that we created previously was called update gallery. This method is called update gallery by ID. And this gallery method, update gallery by ID method, will take in two parameters. One, which is the ID of the gallery that needs to be updated, and the data that needs to be updated will be of type iForm collection object. Now, first thing that we are going to check inside the method if the model state is valid, and if it's not valid, we are going to return a bad request to the client. Next thing that we will do is we will create two properties. First property will hold the value of the gallery title that needs to be updated. And once again, the value comes from form data. And to access the value, we will use the key called gallery title edit by ID. Next variable that we have here is the update gallery variable, which will get the details of the gallery that needs to be updated. So we'll match the gallery ID to the provided gallery ID. We will run a link query on our entity using entity framework core, and then we will get the value. Now we have to check if the user or the client wants to make the gallery active. So we will check the value of the isActive object, and if it is on, then we will make the gallery active by setting the value of the isActive property to true. And if the value is not on, or it's something else other than on, then it is false. We'll set it to false. Next, we will check if the gallery needs to be made featured, and if the featured value is on, we will set the isFeatured property to true, and if the featured value is not on, then we will set it to false. Now we will update our timestamp. Since the gallery needs to be updated, we have to capture the timestamp when the request was made to update the gallery, and we will store it in the last updated property. Finally, we will update the title with the title that we have received, and then we will open a connection with a database to save all the changes that we have made. So using DB context transaction object, we will begin the database transaction. We will use a try catch block over here. First, we will try to update the entity by calling the entry on the update gallery object and specify that the entity state is modified. Then we will save the changes in our database, and finally commit the changes. In case if there is any exception or error, we will just roll back the changes. Now, finally, if everything goes well, what we want to do is return a JSON result stating that the gallery was updated successfully and the title that was requested to be updated, or the title of the gallery. Now, that should be it for this method, where we are going to update the gallery by ID. So we are done with coding all the API methods that are required in this phase of the project. So in the next video tutorial, we will start working on our views. So we'll design the front end. We are not going to waste a lot of time, where I'm not going to explain to you in detail HTML or Bootstrap. I'm going to copy paste the code, give you the code. So the UI is created, and we will just focus on the code that is required to communicate with the API. So that's it for this video tutorial. In the next video tutorial, let's focus on the front end of the admin panel, and then let's test all our API methods before we go on to the Angular 8 code. So that's it. Please like and subscribe my channel Tech Howdy. The code for this tutorial will be once again pushed into the DeveOps repos. If you have any questions, please use the comment section, and the link will be provided in the video description for the DeveOps repo. Thank you.